loved one suffers from cognitive decline, memory loss, dementia, or even early stage Alzheimer's disease, then you do not want to miss what our first guest has to offer. Today we have with us the communications director from the Integrated Health Center of the Rockies, Amanda Vargas. She is here to share the amazing progress that has been achieved in the field of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's care. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you so much
for
having me.
Such an important topic, absolutely. So according to doctors, out of all of the chronic diseases out there that one could get, really no other disease causes so much fear in us like dementia and Alzheimer's, right? Why is that?
That's exactly right. And you know, there's a couple of reasons for that. The first one being that it is the only one of the nation's top 10 most common causes of death in which, you know, there is no effective treatment. And secondly, not only is it fatal, but it robs its victims and their families of their lives long before they're actually gone.
That's true, and that's why you have this wonderful free cognitive decline and Alzheimer's dinner event that's coming up really not that far from now, February 12th. All you have to do is call this number, 303-974-1087, to reserve your seat. It's a free informational dinner event. You need to see if you qualify because seating is extremely limited. Now, from what you've learned with working with doctors who are really focusing in on these areas, what would you say is a typical experience from someone who might be dealing with cognitive decline and dementia really because of Alzheimer's disease?
Well, it starts really innocently in most cases. They'll start by forgetting things here and there. Maybe they're misplacing things, or they just notice they're not quite as sharp as they once were. And sometimes what we notice is that they'll kind of just brush it off, or they'll joke about it even and call it a quote-unquote senior moment. And
or brain fog.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's tragic because a little time goes on and other people start to notice because these symptoms are becoming more frequent and more apparent. So maybe they're having trouble putting names to faces or staying organized in their day-to-day lives, or they're relying heavily, very heavily on note-taking and calendars just to keep things straight. So it's clear to not only them but everyone around them that their memory is noticeably diminished.
Noticeably, yes, exactly. So what would you say, you know, our patients are experiencing when they actually then go to their healthcare providers?
Well, it depends what they're experiencing when they go in and how vigilant their doctors actually are. So up until recently, there weren't any definitive tests that would help clinicians really create a concrete diagnosis for these conditions. So it's not unusual for these patients to have been given the runaround up until now. And if and when they're finally diagnosed with early stage Alzheimer's, dementia, or cognitive decline, they're told to get their affairs in order and even get a power of attorney assigned because, as I mentioned before, there is no effective treatment. And it's a really dark time for these people.
But there is a glimmer of hope. I heard the tides are changing a little bit, and that now there might actually be a solution to some of the people who are at risk of suffering from cognitive decline that you said. So tell us about what your providers are seeing at IHCR.
Well, this is really exciting to talk about because through science and clinical experience, we now know that these symptoms are not only preventable, but they're actually reversible as well. And you know what's really crazy to me is that what we thought was causing this condition all along, the amyloid plaquing, it's really not what's causing it. And we have a much clearer idea of what's actually causing the condition.
I just love hearing that there's something positive that could come from all of this.
Yeah, and in addition to that, there's new technology and a new treatment approach that is allowing, listen to this, early stages of Alzheimer's disease and cognitive decline to reverse with a success rate of over 90%.
I just had to take a pause because that is phenomenal. I mean,
is.
just to be thinking about that and what you see in the news today, amazing. 303-974-1087, that is the number to call if you would like to reserve your seat for this free informational dinner event. Seating is limited. Call that number to see if you qualify. It is February 12th, Tuesday, February 12th. All right, could you be a little bit more specific? Now you've got me all excited about this. Be more specific as some of the results these doctors are actually seeing then.
The results are nothing short of extraordinary, let me tell you that. We're seeing patients going back to work. They're able to drive again. They're getting their memories back that they lost long ago, that they thought they would never be able to do. And then some of them are even leaving assisted living facilities.
That again, is phenomenal to be thinking that your life can then just go back or at least start progressing in that way. Okay, so who should be, if you're out there listening to this right now, who should be, signing up or giving the phone call right now to come and possibly even be treated?
Well, if you're experiencing any symptoms associated with cognitive decline or early stages of Alzheimer's or dementia, things like memory loss, brain fog, you're having difficulty searching for words or reading, writing, speaking, putting names to faces, or even the most basic tasks at your job, you just can't accomplish those anymore because of your brain capacity, give us a call. I highly encourage you to give us a call, see if you qualify to attend our free event and dinner seminar.
Whew, that's a lot of information. I love the positivity in that as well. Thank you, Amanda, so much.
Thank you so much.
Call 303-974-1087 to reserve your seat for the free informational dinner event and seminar called The End of Alzheimer's. That number again, folks, right there, 303-974-1087. Call to see if you qualify to attend this free informational event on reversing cognitive decline and the symptoms of early stage Alzheimer's disease. Number again, right there, 303-974-1087. The Integrated Health Center of the Rockies paid for this segment. Keep it here.